Resident Weevil 9. So I played a little bit. I played like an hour and change off stream. Let me tell you what happened. Let me sum it up for you. We were in a basement, an underground basement area. We had to save the girl from a cage. We had to collect 3 power sockets, and then I did that. And then we ran away. And then we went into the backyard, and then in the backyard there was a random guy with a helicopter. And then I had to do a small thing in another underground lab or the first underground lab technically. And then the lab exploded, and I got the helicopter key. And then the helicopter crashed, and then the guy died. The helicopter pilot died like 10 minutes after you meet him. And then you play as Leon for 5 minutes, and then you're back to Grace, and you kill the big boogler that's been following her the whole time. At the end of that, Grace follows the weird man, the weird doctor, and they go to Raccoon City, and then Leon also goes there. And now I'm Leon in Raccoon City. Also, a guy showed up who looks like Wesker, but he's not. There you go, you're pretty much caught up. Do I cover Leon or do I cover the health and ammo? Yeah, I'll cover the health and ammo because it's a little, you can see Leon and his actions. So welcome to Raccoon Land, Raccoon City. I just realized I did figure out how to change the camera speed. Beginning to wonder, wasn't Trash Panda Town glassed? Beginning to wonder why Leon's a character. Apparently this is Leon's big thing. Oh, here, look. So the city was hit by a... Look, there's the Crater Center. There's the rest of the city. That's the fucking... This is the city we started in at the beginning. This is where Grace went to. And then where what's-his-face? Where, like, they shot the guys in the streets. And then that's the crazy laboratory, or the crazy, like, asylum we were at. Which, like, I don't know, is this like a sister city to Raccoon? Apparently, and this is like old, I think, lore, apparently the city was hit with a thermobaric explosion and not a nuclear radioactive explosion, which explains why there's not, like, pockets of radiation, question mark? I don't know. Again, I am not a Resident Evil fan. I've played some games, but I'm not like a big RE man. I just like shooting zombies. I like shooting zombies, and I like the newer games' attention to having like decent guns. Except this SIG that Leon has. That's not a great gun. I wonder, did I accidentally turn the... No, I didn't. Okay. Sometimes when I'm playing on my own, I turn the sound down. So something about how this game retcons a lot. I have also seen that a lot of, like, really, like, lore nerds for this series saying that it retcons a lot. Again, I don't have any of the... I don't have anything to really say what it does and doesn't retcon. Because I have not played all the games. I have not played, like, some of the, like, the side games or, like, the original ones. Resident Evil in the middle of the day out in the city feels weird to me. I've heard that this part of the game feels undercooked. That, like, everything post that first, like, sort of insane asylum area, like that area, it feels undercooked. Some people have straight up said, like, unfinished, like this part of the game is not finished. We'll see as we do more of Leon's gameplay. People have said that it just doesn't feel as good. It's weird. It's like it doesn't even feel like Resident Evil Remake or RE4 Remake. Excuse me. Like Leon's combat feels doesn't feel as good as that, which is strange. And I kind of agree with the little bit I've played. It feels a little stiffer, like a little more awkward than it should. So it's RE Village. The big castle titty vampire lady stuff was heavily designed. The rest was A. I also felt that way of RE8. I found that the castle was the best part, and then as soon as I leave the castle, I feel like the game just like takes a fucking plunge. I don't think that game was great. Even the best part of that stuff wasn't great. But like the castle did feel like more interestingly designed, and then as soon as you leave, I'm like, oh. I don't know. Oh, I guess we gotta go through this door. Oh, right, there's a giant spider. I remember this. I saw a little bit of someone else playing. I think it's like literally right. I think I saw someone. I straight up love the castle. It feels like where it should be for the most part. I think it's very boring. Again, I thought it was the best part of that game. I did like it. I liked how you kind of like take out her sisters, or the sisters, the three daughters, like one by one, and then how you can find them throughout the like they can kind of stalk you occasionally through parts of the house, and like it felt neat, but. I saw someone. I knew what I saw. I saw someone who replaced the spider with a with Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh, shit.
8 is way too easy. I beat the game under 3-hour challenge. So do I. I have that one as well. To beat it under 3 hour or whatever it is for the Achievo. Not very difficult to do. Oh, look, a boss fight. It sounds like that's a boss fight. Of course it's a design. Well, it's just a spider. Ow. Am I supposed to be doing something here? Oh, okay. So I just wasted all those shotgun shells. Cool. We need to make a spider. What do we do? I don't know. Make a spider. So we got, oh, I didn't actually really look at this rifle. What is this? It's a classic 70, so it's just like a... oh, you can't... oh, examine. Here we go. It's like it's a standard sporterized rifle. It's supposed to be like an M70, but it's kind of sporty. Difficult to do. Drag and drop functionality for in-game shop stuff's quite annoying to do. I bet making things is difficult for video games. Frake flames. Actually, it's a tarantula? Okay, well, whatever. It's a big old creepy crawly. One of... oh, tiny big creepy crawlies. It's one of the classics of, it's one of the classics of video games, is the giant spider. We crossbred a gorilla with a mantis and gave it machine guns instead of hands. I hope it won't escape. Day 2, what you have done there is literally just summed up like half of like the logs that you find in this game, in like all these, in this entire series. Of course. Can we just get to the boss part of this? Okay, defeat the giant spider. You're a real pest, you know that? Oh, Leon. Big Mountain moment. Yeah, Big Mountain would kind of like make fun of that. Like they would like, or it reminds me of specifically with mantises. What's the game? Portal 2. Portal 2 has a moment where it's like Cave Johnson is like, we're injecting you with praying mantis DNA, and we're kind of just doing science. We're throwing science at the wall and seeing what sticks. And then like later on, you hear another announcement where he's like, you guys, you're going to be fighting mantis men. Did he get stuck and I'm just like missing the opportunity to attack him? I don't know. Is it only vulnerable on its bum, or can I just like dump rounds into it? That's too far.
Where are you?
Where are you? There you are, you fucker. I'm Leon Sex Kennedy.
Haven't you had enough? I don't know how to this control.
Valve knew how to write the whole science wackiness. It's still like I'd say the Wheatley gets annoying even on subsequent playthroughs. Like he's like annoying, but the Cave Johnson stuff with fucking what's his name with J.K. Simmons, that shit is still funny. Played Portal 2 just last year again, and that shit still holds up. The Cave Johnson bits are still actually fucking really good. Oh, is that it? Or is this like phase 1 done? Did not enjoy Wheatley in that playthrough? No. Even a tiny puncture of the spider's carapace is deadly to them because their guts are under pressure and the whole body is hydraulically powered. I don't know. Leon, kill the fucking thing, please. Get this over with. Have you seen TF2 lore? Not really. I played a bunch of TF2 back in the... Not a bunch. I played a decent amount of TF2 back in the day, but I never really, like... Lore? That game's got lore? I thought it was about a bunch of dudes shooting each other. Oh, the frame rate. Did not like me turning around here. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Get me out of here. If that spider's actually dead, that felt like a very underwhelming boss. Like, what was the fucking point of that boss fight? That thing... Okay. Abe Lincoln invented rocket jumping because no one had invented stairs. Okay, I'm actually really glad I don't know much about TF2 lore then. Like, I'm really glad. Oh, let me guess. We have to find the 4 MacGuffins to turn this, open this gate, right?
Sherry, I've hit the barricade.
Oh yeah, by the way, Sherry is here.
Looks like someone else was here first, and they were planning on busting their way in. No way around?
It's just shenanigans disguised as lore? Okay, well.
It goes on for miles.
Guess the only way in is through then.
Examine the gate. I I gotta find the detonator. Oh my god, guys, I have to find the detonator. It's like the RE2. Remember RE2? That one also had Leon in it. Oh, the fucking frame rate, man. Oh, man, why is the frames... The frames does not like these big open areas. It's almost like this engine was made for you to fight in a shoebox. Even with the power of AI, fake frame, DLSS, upscale, whatever the fuck. It's Capcom, baby. Capcom. Capcom. Who's was this? Is this Umbrella? Oh my god, we have to actually find 3 parts for the detonator. Receiver, distributor, okay, cool. They shipped us the fucking thing in 3 parts. What the fuck? Light. Oh, it's the bussa.
Sure, there's an old BSAA camp here. Place is trashed. Looks like they left in a hurry.
I don't think the IKEA flat pack detonator is going to take off. Bussa.
Interesting.
What is it?
The computer's not locked. And they were also headed to the center of Raccoon City.
Interesting, too. That reminds me. I dug a little deeper in the Pentagon's database, and I noticed something's missing.
What's that?
There's no record of anyone ordering the missile strike on Raccoon City.
What? What?
Well, if not them, then who?
Not a speck of dust on that laptop?
Leon triggered the alarm. It looks like your campaign to make the DSO stand down really didn't work, Zeno.
It's a good thing. Oh, this is the not Wesker guy. Also, this is the quietest helicopter ever made. Guess you don't... Okay. Oh, you get it? It's like tactical tracker. Tracker that records combat data. Credits earned from kills can be used at a resupply box. What? What? It's a stealth helicopter? Oh no. The tactical tracker logs your combat... Okay. Here's how we're going to excuse upgrades, I guess? Yeah. Oh my god! That's a Maxim 9! Cool. That's an interesting gun to put in the game. Adding mechanics this many hours in? Oh, well, okay, what you said. What were you gonna say? You didn't actually know what that was, did you? That is a Maxim 9. It is a suppressed, integrally suppressed. Same thing, but I couldn't remember the name. Oh, okay. Integrally suppressed 9mm pistol, where you could add more baffles to it to make it more suppressier. Yep, you can add blocks to it. Body armor. See, I didn't know what it was. Well, shut the fuck up. Dot sight. Compensator. Slick magazine catch. Okay. High capacity magazine. Duranium bolt. Duralium bolt. Balance spring. A duckbill. Ooh, duckbills are fun. Can you upgrade the Requiem? Barrel jacket. Ported barrel. Weighted grip. Fortified blade. How much game is there? Like, how much game is left? Another shotgun. Oh, that's a fucking, oh, fuck, what is it? That's a Scorpion Evo. Really don't like the way that thing looks. Never have. Designed for replaying so the cache will carry over? Oh, I guess. But, like, you still have to play, like, fucking 4.5 hours of not that. Of, like, not this to even get here. You have to play through all of, Grace's fucking shtick. Edits are available early. Because, like, Grace doesn't have, like, anything. Grace gets 2 little pistols and
Strange.
the Requiem.
Where are all the bodies?
More shotgun shells. What the... Oh. These feel like House of the Dead zombies. Anyone else see what I mean? What the fuck? Where are they? Oh, can they not go past this point? I like the idea of a combat tracker that gives you points for kills. Gunpowder? Okay, so we're getting into some crafting, it seems. For Leon as well. I like how Grace's crafting items are fucking blood. And then Leon just gets gunpowder. Ah, fuck. Stacked hand grenade. Double the grenades, double the explosion. Okay. Ammo. Leon didn't learn blood magic at the FBI. That says a lot. It says a lot about the FBI. Oh, hello. Okay. So, my opinions on this game so far are that it's kind of like... The game is kind of like all over the place in a lot of ways. It just seems like really strange. It's trying to do like, I don't know, it's like Resident Evil Greatest Hits. It's trying to do like the RE7, 8 style thing, first person that they did with those games. It's also trying to do RE, 2, 4 again. Like, it's, yeah, the Monster Hunter weapon sharpening for his axe. You can't just jump down there? No, Leon says no. What the fuck? I'm dead. Like, what the fuck? Holy shit, I get it. Can I restart the... What the fuck was that? I had half of my health. I had half health. Okay.
Strange.
Cool. Really fun game, this.
Where are all the bodies?
But, like, I was holding the button, and, like, I couldn't, like, I can't do it any faster than that. Like, I have to stay above half health, I guess? Okay. Otherwise, the bullshit will kill me.
Here.
Oh, so wait, were those fucking zombies in boxes? What the fuck? How does this game play in your eyes, good or not? It's a bit all over the place. I am starting to really get why some people... The Leon sections don't play as well as they feel like they should. And what I mean by that is, like, why don't they feel as good as Resident Evil 4 Remake? Like, Resident Evil 4 Remake felt good, but this doesn't feel as good, which is strange. And it's kind of hard, it's nebulous to, like, say exactly what I feel, but... You know, I always felt like I had a lot of, like, I don't know. This feels a little stiff. A little stiff. Leon doesn't move quite as well as he feels like he should. The aim doesn't feel as good. Strange. Oh. Also the fucking... The performance, man. This game is so fucking demanding. But that's just how games are. Oh shit, I just realized that I could've... Could I have gone under there before? Was there a way to go through there before I... Just looking at Resident Evil play... Yeah, maybe I could've. No, there wasn't. Yeah, in my thoughts, just looking at this Resident 4 plays better. It does play better. I don't think this plays great. Is it thematic bullshit about how he's old? I don't know. I feel like... You know what the thing is that I feel like that's going to be excuses that people use. It's like, oh, Leon's an old man. And it's like, okay, sure. He's like, that excuse doesn't work because he still does a bunch of crazy horse shit, so... Cool. Okay. Wonder if that would have hit me. Wow. Oh, I'm guessing. Oh, the frames. Please, why is it so bad? Why can't, like, I want to go over there. I see stuff over there. Is there, like, a thing I can do to get over there? Is it another way? I come back around? I loop around, maybe? Oh, Faku frames. Only the finest in freight frames. That's cool. Oh, frame rate. My kingdom for some frames. Oh, key.
Bad news, Sherry. This place is overrun with zombies.
What?
Zombies.
That's impossible. They should have all been wiped out by
I just said zombies. I don't know why that feels weird.
They should have.
Capcom release an optimized game, Challenge Impossible. Yep. It might work with some fuel. Okay. I feel like the studio rushed this. It's not like a fully... I do feel like it does feel rushed. I think as the game goes on, it's starting to feel more and more rough. I was actually kind of genuinely surprised that it was coming out as soon as it did. Like, I feel like I remember seeing, like, the first announcement of being like, Resident Evil Requiem. And I'm like, oh, that's probably going to come out in, like, a year and a half, right? And then it's like, oh, it's coming out, like, you know, only a couple months later, let's say. And I'm like, oh, okay, that feels weird. I don't know why. I feel like it would have taken longer. What is this? Oh, that's one of the quest items. Is that in my inventory, or?
Distributor. 2 more parts and I can jerry-rig the detonator for that gate.
Great. Can you see any more from your position?
I know the BSAA camp. That should have a
What happened to these guys? 2015 to 2020 cut, we're releasing powerhouses that rally rent. Well, why optimize when you can just lean on the fact that shit like DLSS and upscaling technology,
relays over there, huh?
right?
That should be a fun
Like,
trip.
that's the reason. It's like, why optimize when you can just lean on hardware?
Got the location for those parts. Going to collect them now.
Okay. I'll look into the BSAA in the meantime.
shit. Fuck. There we go. They know people will buy, so why do it? Yeah. That was kind of hopeless. Can I just shoot more zombies? Let's just do zombie shoot. Fuck. What? Sniper Elite, yeah. You can now drag an installation. You can load how like the RE inventory, drag and drop onto drag from shop onto free spaces. It's cool that you're like just like making game stuff like as you go kind of thing. Look, that's where we fought the spider. Remember the spider? Like 10. That feels fucking. That was so weird. That again, stuff like that makes the game feel kind of unfinished. Like, oh, by the way, there was a spider boss fight. And it's like, yeah, you're right, there was. The spider was introduced, and then 5 seconds later, we fought him. How much we got? 11,000. Expect it to be a recurring thing? Yeah. Or like 2 phases. You know what I mean? Want to buy the Maxim 9? Yeah, fuck it. Buy shitloads of ammo. Oh, right, you can buy ammo. I bet these are like single use, though. You probably can't buy multiple, right? Yeah. Fucking, oh, you can get a dot sight. You can increase the suppressor. Wow, near silent firing. High cap mag, aluminum trigger. Apparently the trigger on this thing fucking sucks shit. It's like the worst part of the gun. Do we need 2 pistols? Especially when one of them is a SIG. It's just a straight upgrade. Maxim 9. What a weird gun to put in this game. It's just like a very specific. Take the charm out. Yeah, I did, so I'll just ditch it. Fuck it. Get fucked. Alligator snapper. Called that because it will fucking attack you. I did take the charm off. Put it down very gently. I don't, it's, why did they put this SIG into the game? I know, don't they still deny that the gun actually does that? Like, SIG themselves are like, no, there's no issue with our gun. That's just complete horseshit. I'm gonna go out with 10. Yeah, this game did sell well. I hope that 10 is better. I feel like they need to pick a style. Like, I feel like this is like this weird half measure. Like, either stick with the RE7 8 first person kind of thing, or go back to, or try to go full into like the 4 or 5 kind of style, or you know, that you're that's more sort of like the over the shoulder ish action. Like, pick one. This weird sort of like halfway feels weird. It almost feels like they didn't think that like Grace on her own, like her campaign on her own, was gonna be good enough, or like enough for people to like really like the game. And so like, oh, what if we just like tack on Leon? Both pistols have been they're very odd choices, the pistols. The Maxim 9 is so weird. It did all right. Like, the company considers it like a success. They made it and it's a success, and that's it. But it's not like a, but it's like a weird gun. Nobody like talks about the Maxim 9. It's actually funny because fucking Forgotten Weapons did a video on the Maxim 9 like last week. It's looks like break. Oh, okay. I thought we could just jump up here, but no, we gotta shoot it. Like the yellow strap, I thought was just like, oh, it's grabbable because Leon's been jumping up to ladders the whole game. Oh, Requiem bullets. When I heard Max, I thought it was an old school minigun. Yeah, it is it's a weird, integrated, suppressed. Apparently, it's a good gun. Like the trigger sucks, but like in terms of like it actually being like a nice suppressed pistol that is like good in terms of like being suppressed as well as just firing nicely. Apparently, it's a decent little thing. Is this like the back way into the warehouse maybe we were in? It's a magazined well rod, kind of. I think it's got more reliable. I don't think it's got more reliable, like a more reliable suppressor than the well rod. Okay. Plagueling. It's called the Maxim 9. I don't know if that means specifically caliber. Oh, that was stealthy, Leon. No one heard that. You say like it's obvious, look at the Glock's naming scheme. Well, Glock was made by a man who was crazy, so... Glock was made by a man who sold shower curtains. I don't think it was shower curtains, but it was like he made like domestic like plastic shit, which is why he. Why did I go in here? What is this place? Sewage facility. What if I go the other way? What's the other way? I feel like I should be able to get into that warehouse. Oh, no. What else does Glock sell? Other than a enormous number of guns that are just Glock number. Okay, fine. How do I get into the? How do I get into the warehouse basement? There's got to be a way in, right? I'm going the right way then. You know, I'm gonna take this opportunity to save just because. Fuck it. Maxim 9. fucking weird gun. Welcome. Wow. Kitas. Ooh. Can we make it even quieter? Add suppressor. Yep. Now it is the quietest. Did it get blocked? Oh, let me check. Male horse reproductive juices. I like how... Okay, that got blocked? Really? Okay. Male horse reproductive juices. The creative ways you have to get around the fucking insanely censorious YouTube filter. I don't know, I feel like male horse juices would have worked. There's a shooting blanks joke in there somewhere? Yeah, probably. And the joke is literally just pointing out that there's a joke in it. That's like as far as that goes. Sewage facility. What if I shoot this man? Fucking really? Jesus. I feel like there's gonna be like... I wonder if I... How many grenades do I... I got 2. Okay. Oh, maybe not. I expected there to be like 6 zombies coming out of the water. You know what I mean? So you have to get a quest objective to get a quest objective to get a quest objective. No water physics. Listen. This game is about shooting zombies in the dark. Game will spawn them in when it opens slowly. Oh, fuck, you're right. Yeah, crank handle. Oh my god, Leon's having flashbacks. Oh, apparently this gets like blatant member berries later on this part with Leon, the whole Raccoon City part. It gets like crazy, just like member. Because I think it was a trailer spoilers. You end up back at the police station. Because of course you do. It's all fucked up, but like, you're at the police station again. Expecting this to turn into Metal Gear Solid 4, Chapter 4. I understand what that means. Is it the Memberberry chapter? You go back to where you played in the first game, and it's just endless flashback. Like, go back to like what? You go back to like Shadow Moses. I have played the first Metal Gear Solid years ago. Oh, okay. Fuck. Holy, that took half of my health away. Oh, it's one of these fuckers again. This was a boss fight earlier on with Leon. Ah, fuck. And when you break one of those blisters, it turns them all, the zombies nearby, into blister heads. Which is what they're called. I was calling them crimson heads, because that's what they reminded me of. Boss fight the common enemy pipeline needs to be studied. It is a very common thing. Leon, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. He can't... Oh my god, I thought I was going to be able to drop down. And I'm dead. I just got... The zombie just literally teleported to me and I died. Did you see that? Did you see that? Okay. Is this something we are missing? These basic ass zombie dudes fail too tanky. So the what they did a nothing personal kit. The blister heads, as Leon, they're easier to deal with because you can if you stagger them, you can kill them with a melee attack. So, like, if you shoot them with, like, a shotgun and you, like, drop them onto the floor, you can kill them with a melee attack. I wonder if I can... Nah, I wonder if I could crack their heads to stop them from becoming booglers. Simple design thing to show how far the player has progressed. Well, yeah, but it's also fucking annoying. They need the Dead Space curb stomp ability. Where you just he just fucking starts, in Dead Space 2 especially, where he just starts swearing. Motherfucking fucking shit, fuck. And I'm gonna take damage. Okay. Shame you can't crush him with the wall. Yeah, the wall automatically starts, like, you don't even have to hold F the whole time. It will automatically start going. Fuck. I hit the wrong button. What? That's it. Oh, never mind. 3 of them. You see, that's what you're supposed to do. What? Where did he come from? I also keep forgetting you can parry enemy attacks with Leon, but I just forget that that's a thing. I mean, I don't mind some of this, but I feel like, kind of just feel like, man, I wish this felt more like RE4 Remake if it's gonna be like RE4 Remake. You know what I mean? Like a little tighter. Also just like better design, I guess. But then again, it was just more or less taking the original design of RE4, which is like in terms of level layout, for the most part, with some minor changes here or there. One thing I have noticed that I quite like is a lot of the blood. It's a little graphical thing, and so it's not like that big of a deal. A lot of the blood stains are persistent, which is it's just neat. You notice it a lot in the Grace part in the facility because you're going back and forth, and so a lot of the times you'll see blood stains from enemies that you killed an age ago, and yeah, it's neat. You know, it's neat. It's neat. You know, of course, it comes at the cost of having to have a NVIDIA fucking 6090 with 18 gigabytes of RAM to run, so. Let's see if you were right, Plagueling. Are they going to pull some horse shit on us here? Wait, we need to find another one? Where's the other one? Sewage facility, underground parking garage. Where the fuck's the underground parking? Oh, I didn't even realize there was a ladder here until I looked at the map. I was ask if you would take real frames over that. Because, well, if I didn't have to use upscaling and DLSS and all that, I would like that. You know, I'd like if the game is optimized. There's another game coming out in like a couple weeks. Is it Crimson Desert by the same guys who made Black Desert Online? That apparently is extremely well optimized. What people are saying, I think it's like whatever engine they've used for Black Desert, and it like runs extremely well on like relatively like solid hardware, not like the top of the line stuff. I too am cautiously optimistic. I'm worried that it's going to be like another boring open world game. That it's just going to be like generic open world stuff. And like part of me is like everything I've seen about it, like it looks like that. It looks like it's just like generic open world interact like stuff where it's like, oh, look at all these things you can do. And it's like, oh, a lot of people saying it feels like it was an MMO and they just stopped making it an MMO. And it's, you know, worried it's gonna be Breath of the Wild meets Genshin Impact. So so Genshin Impact is what you mean. Everyone who I know that plays Black Desert says don't play Black Desert, but like in a do not do it kind of way. Yeah, don't. The game, I've played a decent amount, nowhere near as much as people who are like really into it. It's a grind fest by design. Like it's, do you know how you level up your character? You grind. You literally just go to areas and you just like pull entire groups of enemies and then you repeatedly kill them. And once you get to I can't remember what it was, it's like level 50 something, 50 whatever, you end up having to kill hundreds to thousands of enemies to like grind up. And then when you do that, you move to the next zone that you need to do that for. You know, and then of course like to actually grind for stuff that you need to like get like, you know, like for gear and level up and stuff like that. The way it's got like the worst style system for like leveling up your gear. You have to like get these items and it's a percentage chance. So you have to get like these stones and the stones are used to level up your gear, and to level it up it has a percentage chance, and if you fail, it eats the stones, and then you have to get more, while also lowering the durability of your armor or weapon or whatever you're using. And what happens is that eventually, if your armor that you're trying to upgrade gets low enough in terms of its durability, you have to repair it using also very rare items. It's a terrible system. You know, intentionally, like it's built into the design, which makes me wonder. It's like how are they gonna do a single player game? Like, is it gonna be that fucking atrocious? In that some ways, like I don't know. I hope not. But that's literally how all of our talks went. Yeah, it's terrible. The only thing that's like interesting is like the thing. It's a shame because there's like really cool bits to the game. There's a lot of different classes. You can make like a really cool looking character. There's like a lot of what am I trying to say? A robust character creator, and the classes can be really fun. What did I'm trying to think of what I did when I last played. Is it the witch? The witch is a cool class. I had like a witch, and she has like a giant scythe eventually, and that was really fun to use. Is it like barbarian? I don't remember what they call it, but whatever the fuck it was. That one was cool. A couple others. Just fun to play, but you know, when you actually like start learning your class and how to do the combos and stuff like that, it felt very satisfying, like going into a group of enemies and just like wiping them out with your combo. But like all the systems are fucking atrocious because it's a Korean MMO, and Korean MMOs are like known for like the most obscene levels of horseshit to get you to do things. So, you know, have fun spending 7 years grinding. That guy literally took 2 shotgun shells and just kept charging. Korean, that explains it, yeah. That's just how they make those kind of games. So I'm cautiously optimistic for was it Crimson Desert? Yeah. But like I just don't think it's going to be that good, because it's like I think it's going to be very much like, wow, look at this huge world with like nothing to do, and I feel like it's going to be the thing where you kind of go cross-eyed, because it's just like, oh look at all these like points on the map to do, and eventually it's going to be like, well, I've done one of each type of point on the map. Do I really want to do it like 20 more times? And the answer is going to be no. No microtransactions for Crimson Desert. Well, small miracles. They also have the player doing the most over-the-top attacks, I find. Like you summon Satan to attack a bear, but it deals 20 damage. Yeah, like, well, they're very visual. Like, some of the attacks in Black Desert, like, again, they're cool looking. Some of the classes are really neat. I'm gonna look. What are the Black Desert classes? Because I forget now. Black Desert classes. Played an archer. They were all right. The witch was really fun. The guardian. That's like the berserker kind of like big berserker axe class. I liked her. Not the witch. Excuse me. The sorceress. That's the one I'm thinking of. The sorceress. Yeah, I like the sorceress. They attack with like using like magic claws, and they can like teleport and quick dash. They were really cool. I liked the sorceress a lot. The Dark Knight was cool as well. I really like the Dark Knight. You have like a big old sword. They also said it's specifically following a flowing narrative, so I kind of hope it means not so much grind. Oh no, I alt-tabbed and now the game is dying. Oh, DLSS, please. What the fuck? My computer is melting. Oh no. Oh no, we're at 30 frames. What the fuck? Oh look, a Uzi. Subway Uzi. Or Subway. Underground parking garage Uzi. Oh my god, what happened? Oh no, oh no, what the fuck? If I restart or quit the game, I'm gonna have to do this entire place over again. What is going on? Oh my god. VTube Studio is using 9... Okay, I gotta close VTube Studio immediately. It was I don't know what happened. VTube Studio was using 90% of my fucking GPU. What the fuck happened? That's so weird. Every time I've been playing this otherwise, it's using like its normal amount, but I alt-tabbed and it just decided to eat my entire GPU. Okay, well, I guess we're doing this for the rest of the stream, just because I don't want to fucking risk that again. That was fucking so... I fucking hate modern games so much. VTube Studio, I'm the poorly optimized one now, yeah. The rarely seen Pungtuber. Because most of the time I'm not playing games that need it. Okay, cool. Sure, game, whatever. I never in Resident Evil games liked using the machine guns. Because it's shit like that. If I just shot him with a shotgun, he would have died, and I didn't have to get my face fucking beaten in. Actually fucking stupid. No enemies coming out. Does a tenth of the damage of the pistol and insane recoil, yeah. Oh, cutscene. Cutscene. Yeah, I'm surprised too. What did he just plug that USB? Oh, his cellular telephone. Leon, put it in landscape. What the fuck?
Encountered 3 infected and we proceed?
So the rumors are true?
What rumors?
The missile wasn't just about stopping the spread.
Don't be ridiculous. Affirmative. Listen up. Our objective hasn't changed. We rendezvous with the advanced party in the center of Raccoon City, then head for Ark. Our mission is to retrieve Elpis. Move out!
The USB to military plug cable. So what's going to kill them? Because they died right here.
Man down, man down! Jesus, fuck! Where is he? I'm fucking blind here! Oh, God! Oh, my fucking legs! Get cover! Get cover!
And laugh at the spider. Can I ask why these people suck? Are they bringing back Wesker? He's Wesker, but he's not.
I thought I had a short fuse.
Oh, hi, Grace.
What are we doing here?
Good question.
All in good time. You'll see.
So why didn't they? I don't know. Why? Like one of their guys gets shot and they don't immediately fall back into the building. Japan has this weird thing with making nameless soldiers weak even if they're spec ops. Can't wait for that gun not to instant kill you. I don't think you even fight him. Oh, I can open up the containers now. Wow. Container 1, motorcycle, repair kit, sniper rifle attachments, medical supplies, consumables. Okay. Really? That Scream's setting up a boss fight? The final boss is Weird Doctor Man, I'm pretty sure. DLC that? No. I'm gonna spoil it. I've seen the ending. The guy gets his head cut off. Now, I know that means he can still come back, but... Oh, odd, yeah. Wesker would never.
Send some footage your way, Sherry.
What the hell?
The guy at the end. White suit.
I like how he sent some footage your way, and she watched it in 1 second. Like, what the come on.
The database is coming up empty.
So there are ghosts involved with Elpis, too.
Oh, wow, a motorcycle. I wonder if we're gonna motorcycle. Repair kit. Oh, no, it doesn't work. Sorry, White Mouse. I don't have my tuber up because VTube Studio decided to shit itself. Go have a good night. They made it Resident Evil 69, the series, yeah, that goes crazy. Resident Evil 9 comes out one day, and then, bam, fucking 60 later. Can be repaired. Effective against explosions and gunshots. Oh no, are we gonna have to fight guys with guns? Have a good night, White Mouse. Titanium bolt. Connoisseur charm. High capacity mag. Mag catch. I wonder if I can... Is this area about to become open world? No. Please, God, no. Should just fucking finish this thing off. Came from your Fallout 4 playthrough, recommended me to their... Because I watched your GMDX playthrough and it's quite good. You should make more video essay content. Well, I've got news for you. There's a new video live today about another Fallout thing that you could watch. Oh, you can do 2 upgrades. Oh. Well, that's interesting. No upgrades for the rifle. Fuck the rifle. A new hand touches the video. Oh, surprisingly enough, I'm actually might do a Skyrim soon. I might do a Skyrim and a Morrowind. Sort of back to back. Especially about Fallout, where Fallout fans tend to be brain dead. Definitely. Yeah. Fallout fans have really, really high standard. I can't even joke. How do I get back all the way to that first... Can I just backtrack through the spider building? I should save. I'm surprised that they don't... require you to have they don't require you to have like a USB stick to save. Speaking of, I saw the Fallout TV show and it's undescribable. Oh, don't fucking even get me started on the Fallout show, man. That thing is... That's such a bad... There will be eventually a video about that. Kind of just talking about, like, adaptations and... Oh, man. Did not watch the new video, but I was going to comment asking if he did it with survival mode. Fuck you. Can I get through here, or is it's open? It's locked from the other side, and I can't get back because that's the spider. I guess maybe there's another way later on to get back to that first crate. The Fallout show is a fucking catastrophe, and I'd say that the second season, they're both bad, but the first season is or the second, excuse me, is actually like catastrophic. In just like in terms of ooh, look at this. When you have the red dot, you actually aim down the red dot. It's a little weird because it's slower, but I'll try it. Didn't play the other DLC that makes it so much better, correct? Most of the Fallout criticism I see on YouTube is old fans basically saying new games bad because Fallout 1 did things differently. Despite Fallout 1 having pretty initial... Yeah, see, like, and I tried to stick to... like, I have an issue with the game, here's the issue, and here's where I think the other games did it better. Because it's not that the other games did it different, it's that the other games did things better. And, like, you could have had a higher standard for, like, quest design or combat or conversations, etc., etc. And, like, it's not like it's new to the series, these things. Like, these things, man. Rifle ammo. Season 2 is literally unwatchable. We had to turn it off. Season 2 is... I don't like Season 1, but I can understand why people liked Season 1. Especially because I think a lot of it, too, is, like, the rush of, like, oh, wow, a Fallout show. Wow. You know, and... But, man, Season 2 is a fucking travesty. Gonna have to find gasoline for this? Yes. What does this do? Ah, bridge. Wait, so that crane, this crane held that thing for what, 20 years? That's a good crane. That was a good cable. 20 years after being hit by a nuke and suffering wind and rain. Every zombie for 3 miles just woke up. There's gonna be a big guy in one of these, probably. Oh. One of these. Oh, a grenade. Land perfectly in the hole that is formed in all those years. Just big open streets. Such a weird part of this game. Look, a BSSA. Bussa. Can't really watch Starfleet gameplay at all. I need to stay awake. Oh god. It's so funny. Everyone's like, yeah, Starfield, and everyone goes, fucking Starfield. Leon. It's yeah, no, I don't like. People ask, it's like, why are you still playing Starfield? Like, you know, why are you playing? Like, people ask, why are you playing Starfield? And then why are you playing Starfield at all? Like, or still playing it? And then I go, it's like, because every once in a while, like at least once a stream of this game, something so fucking insane happens that I just like, I perk right up and I'm like, I'm awake. Holy shit, this is dumb. And there's gonna be a boogler in here, isn't there? Oh my god, thank you fucking... Holy shit, that's like this... I love that. Starfield bad and boring, the same normies who liked Fallout 4 despite the games being almost identical. I'm going to do a little video on Starfield, and that is my one of my big things is I'm gonna say is literally... Like, if you like the combat of Fallout 4, but don't like the combat of Starfield, why? They're almost identical. Ooh. Ooh! Oh my, look at that! Oh. Oh. That's really nice. Holy shit. That is lovely, with the suppressor and that enormous scope. Yeah. You know, Sarge, I 100% agree. It was surreal watching the word turn against Bethesda's game design, despite it being unchanged for 20 years and everyone loving it for some reason. Yeah. It's so funny how it's like Skyrim, fucking Fallout 4, Fallout 76, Starfield. They're the same fucking thing. Like, it's the same game. Like, or not this, you know what I mean? It's like so similar in terms of like the issues with them. And yet for some reason it's like Starfield is the one that pisses you off. And like, where was this where was this fucking fervent, like, dislike for Fallout 4 and all that. Like, you guys just, like, what? Like, they're the same. Of course. So these guys can just randomly become Crimson Blisterheads? Magazine instead of a fucking... Ooh. Deal with this the old-fashioned way. Yeah, Starfield is not a real RPG, but Skyrim was. Skyrim isn't. Yeah, exactly. It's fucking exactly. Like, they could excuse it because it wasn't the loading screen fiesta that Starfield was, maybe. But yeah, the systems are like, it's, yeah, again, like it. Oh God, you're like 100% with that. It's they have been getting worse with each game, and again, my reasoning for why people aren't as like, they don't notice it when it comes to Skyrim or to Fallout is it's because of the world. They like Fallout, they like Elder Scrolls, and so when they play Fallout and Elder Scrolls and they see things they recognize, they go, oh look, super mutants, oh look, Brotherhood of Steel, oh look, high elves, dark elves, you know, Nords and stuff like that, magic. They see the brand and they go, yeah, I like that. And they can ignore, you know, consciously or subconsciously, they can ignore the issues with the actual game. But then with Starfield, because Starfield is this new thing and it's a terrible world that nobody gives a shit about, they can't. And so the in their face is the bad game design, and they can't ignore it. They can't go, ugh. So yeah, you know, and it's a shame that it's like, wake up, the game's not getting better. Starfield's going to be what every game from Bethesda makes from now on. It's gonna suck. I do admit a lot of Starfield's criticism of the user was really surface level. Fly to other planets. The thing is like, I think the more accurate criticism when it comes to, oh, you can't fly to other planets, is Starfield is a bad space exploration game. Like, that's the issue. Starfield is a bad space exploration game, and there are so many games that do space exploration better that you could play, of all different types. You know, do you want to play something like a Mass Effect that's more of like an RPG with some exploration? Do you want to play No Man's Sky, which is more of like a sandbox exploration? You know, like, do you want to play something more like Outer Worlds, which is sort of doing like a Bethesda-y kind of thing? I don't think Outer Worlds is that good, but I still think it's a better game than Starfield. You know, or even something like Rogue Trader. Like, Rogue Trader is a better RPG and exploration game than Starfield. Rate of fire. Prediction, RE6, fuck, I read that as Resident Evil. Good thing you said fuck upgrading the old rifle, yeah. Spore is a better space exploration game. Elder Scrolls 6 will never release. It's been in development hell for ages. Bethesda has changed enough hands enough, and the world is sick of them now. I think they'll fizzle out and people will leave. I hope that whether it's Fallout 5 or Elder Scrolls 6, the next one is going to be the one that I think truly starts getting people like really upset. And it's going to be because it's going to be Elder Scrolls or Fallout. It's going to be something that people care about and people like. And when it's as bad as Starfield, then people are going to be like, well, fuck Bethesda. I don't think it's going to do as well. Or maybe not. Maybe it will do well, but like I think it's going to be a case of people are going to be like, "Man, that wasn't very good." At least I hope. Maybe I'm naive. Maybe it is just going to be they eat it up because that's what people do is they just eat that shit up. So I don't know if I want to buy the new shotgun. Does more damage. Modern semi-auto shotgun with excellent grouping for precision shooting. Maybe. Another long comment in Fallout basically saying the issue is way too much player freedom. As long as ML works there, it'll continue to be an issue. I literally have IRL friends who love Starfield and they think it's great. Yeah, maybe. Like that's what I mean. It's like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to predict because like there are people who love Starfield and then there's a lot of people who don't. I think like for the most part the response to Starfield is a couple years out from the launch has been like mediocre, like or middling. Everyone kind of just goes, "Yeah, Starfield. Yeah, whatever. Fuck it." Who cares about Starfield? But I Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be endlessly compared to Daggerfall and will come up short in everything else except looks. See, the thing is that I would like to live in that world where that's true, but the thing is that the vast majority of people who are going to call themselves Elder Scrolls fans have probably only ever played Skyrim. Maybe the Oblivion remake. So you're going to get a couple maybe older, harder core fans who are going to be like, yeah, Daggerfall is like way more in depth in every sort of system. And everyone's gonna, like, all the other people are gonna be like, well, I can't play Daggerfall because the graphics are bad. Okay, so it's an overall upgrade, this thing, so I will get it then. It's a shame, I like this little super shorty. It's cute. 2500. How much is it? I will have just enough to buy it, so. There's a reason the community calls them sky babies. It's a funny thing to call them, sky babies. If you dig into interviews and such, Starfield was originally going to be a lot more in-depth, but was rolled back for fear of punishing players. The game is bad on purpose. I feel like it's strange. Like, I don't know. Like, part of me, it's like, I don't know how much I believe any of those interviews. Or any of that stuff. I don't know how much I, like, because a lot of it feels to me like they say that shit, but it's not actually true. Like, you still have, like, Emil coming out and saying things like Starfield is like the biggest game we made. It's so insanely huge and amazing. You know, and it's like I think they say that stuff, and they think they're making something like that, but they're not actually making something like that. Like it's this weird sort of like, you know, cuz you have Emil saying like crazy stuff, like, and I mean like recently saying crazy stuff like, oh yeah, I tried to put as much Deus Ex into Fallout 3. And you go, what? What did you just say? Like, you think that you put Deus Ex DNA into Fallout 3? And like, this is something he said recently, like within the last week. And it's like, what are you talking? And it makes you wonder, it's like, what game do you think you made? Because it's not what... Like, it's not actually what you made. The Fire Arrow and Thief, yeah, was appeal to Doom. And it's like, what are you saying? Like, what? And again, I genuinely think he believes this stuff. I don't think he's trying to gas himself up or, like, make himself appeal to be, like, the game dev masterman. I think he actually thinks these things. Starfield was biggest in terms of... it's to know what is in that man's mind. Fallout 3, there were destroyed landmarks like the Twin Towers and Deus Ex. Please shut up. Yeah. Well, what he said is like something along the lines of, oh, Deus Ex, it's like Deus Ex in that there's like multiple paths and you can make any kind of character you want. It's like you can go in shooting or you can sneak. And it's like, uh-huh, okay, sure. Maxim 9's a weird choice of pistol for this game, but it's nice. There's gonna be a bunch of enemies that pop out of here when I start the quest objective, probably. Shit, just a little too far. This place is built like an arena to trap me to fight zombies in. As a prolific Deus Ex modder who's been playing the game nonstop for the last 2 years, no, you can't make whatever you want because the game has limited trade-offs. Yeah, well... I don't know, man. I get... He's an interesting man, Emil, in that he has the confidence of a much more talented individual. Like, the man thinks he's writing the great American novel with Fallout 4. The man thinks somehow Fallout 3, he made it like Deus Ex. The man thinks that Starfield is like the greatest thing they've ever made. And you have to fucking wonder, like, what? Like, the enemies are gonna pop out of there. Like, I know it, you know it. Dunning-Kruger maxing. Dunning-Kruger. Reminds me of the writer for The Last of Us. Surrounded by yes men for so long they've lost touch with their own talent. It's a good way to put it. They've lost touch with their own talent is a good way, is a really interesting phrase. It's empty. Gotta fill this up. Like, fuck off.
Let me guess. You must be the town lumberjack.
Leon, shut the fuck up. I'm sure these people are probably competent writers. Like, they wouldn't have been hired otherwise, but in that position for so long, they're delusional and unable to do anything of quality anymore. I'd like to be that hopeful, but I feel like they were never very good. No, wrong gun. That's the right one. Fucking whatever. It's like they get more health when they pick up the shotgun, or shotgun chainsaw even. I like how they go for the chainsaw. It's so fucking artificial. And look, yeah, they do. They get more health when they pick up the chainsaw. Like that, they get like more like stagger resist or something. That's so fucking funny. So we'll use our Uzi. Oh, good, another one. With a flaming chainsaw. Okay. Do I have to, like, chainsaw duel this guy? Is it Gears of War? Might just use the Requiem on him. Oh, of course. Come on. Really? Fucking so tedious. Emil has red politics, Last of Us guy does. Maybe that's a factor. Don't have to get political, though, otherwise I start to sound like a conspiracy nut. I do think, yeah, politics in that maybe it is just a case of, like, also maybe, like, friendly politics, you know what I mean? Like, well, you know, you've got clout because you've been here a long time, kind of thing. Oh, my lord. This better not be something stupid like you have to use the chainsaw to kill him. Okay. Never mind. It's just fucking insane. He took 3 shots from the Requiem. Okay. Industry talk. Okay. And I do agree that it's just like, yeah, it does naturally happen. But, you know, I think it's a case. Emil's been there for a very long time. You know, so like no, and Emil's probably like at the level, is coming to the point where he's like probably like close to like Todd in terms of like, you know, seniority and all that sort of stuff. And you know, like, no one's gonna say anything to Emil. Oh, Emil, he directed Fallout 3 and 4. Oh, Emil, he made Starfield. You know, he did Starfield. You know? We can't tell that the, we can't say that the Emperor doesn't have any clothes on, you know what I mean? You know, like, let's say you're some lowly fucking worker at Bethesda. Are you gonna say, or like, you know, some new hire who's working on, like, the quest team? Or whatever, or the writing team for whatever game. It's like, are you gonna tell Emil that his ideas are shit? Like what you should be doing, like to people who say who have shit ideas? No, because you're not gonna be around very long. And I would not put it past Emil to be like, well, you know, to say like, we got to get rid of this guy. He's not working with the team. He's not being a team player. You know. Fan of Bethesda was like, Emil, I'm not putting this writing in the game because it sucks. Yeah, exactly. Like, if they were, it's going to be the tiptoe. It's going to be like, well, maybe, ooh, it maybe needs to be worked on. And maybe not even that. Maybe it literally is just like, okay, don't say anything to Emil, smile and nod, because Emil's the boss man, or like second to the boss man. He, you know, he has Todd's ear kind of thing. Don't fucking dare. Same thing happened to Lucas. Nobody was able to question his ideas for the prequels, and everyone had to go along with it despite knowing they would have problems. Yeah, that's an interesting comparison. I kind of hope. I know that, like, we've had bits and pieces over the last couple years from former devs at Bethesda, people who used to work there and such. I hope that one day the Bethesda the Bethesda. I don't want to say Bethesda files because that's. I don't want to compare it to something that's like. I know that files are a term that was used before the Epstein shit, but like there was. I hope there's some sort of like thing where it's like, yeah, here's a bunch of devs or certain devs coming out and like just saying like, yeah, like definitively, like Todd was, you know, Todd, Emil, whoever. There was a lot of fucking issues at Bethesda with them making shit in whatever way. Trunk I didn't open. Gunpowder. Oh, fucking shotgun shells? Oh, walked right over them. I don't know why you have to put the you're shouldering the rifle like that to load the shells in, Leon, but you do you, man. You do you. Fallout gate. It'll be a fun day whenever why do I have to go up? What is up there then? It's in the I didn't even go into the apartments yet. Oh my god. Good thing you scrounged for every bit of ammo basically, yeah. Actually, Emil didn't write any of that. All of Bethesda's writing was outsourced to Oxhorn. Fuck. What if I how I compare this? There's a button to compare this, and here we go. How do I compare this to the Gil? So the Uzi is stronger than the Evo, but the Evo is more stable, more precise, and has a higher rate of fire. Well, I don't really use the submachine gun, so I'm not going to bother. What can I get for the shotgun? I can get a dot sight, a tube, larger tube, coated barrel, stock. Yeah, barrel. Ceramic coat that barrel, whatever the fuck that means. Do you think Emil pushed to not letting other studios do spin-offs once he saw the writing in New Vegas? I feel like the New Vegas question is an interesting one. Like how I don't think we're ever gonna get a real fucking answer about how they did or didn't think about what they do or do not think about Fallout New Vegas. Like, I feel like they wouldn't want to talk about it. You would not get a straight answer out, I don't think. You know, like, if I have no evidence, this is just completely my feelings and, like, my thoughts on it, just off of, like, gut feeling. I think it is bitterness. I think, especially with the television show, the second season of the TV show, I think there is an extreme amount of bitterness at Bethesda in someone like Todd and someone like Emil or whoever else towards Fallout New Vegas because it is considered to be so much. It's like it's a fan favorite compared to the other ones. I think I no doubt Bethesda feels personally attacked by New Vegas. Yes, the same way. That is a very yes. It's the jealous sibling. Yeah, it feels like the jealous sibling thing where you brought home an A, and you know your sister brought home or your brother brought home a fucking B minus, and you get praised a lot, and your fucking sibling is upset at that. That's what it feels like. It's like it's because it's you know, and it's especially considering when you look at the when you look at like how I don't know, like they always talk about, it's such like you hear for like stuff of like interviews about the Fallout TV show, the second season, and Todd is asked questions because Todd's in the fucking interviews for this shit. Todd's asked questions about New Vegas over the years and such, and Todd always always like, oh yeah, we love New Vegas. The fans love New Vegas. We love New Vegas. New Vegas is great, and it feels as if he's like, it's one of those things where it's like you're just saying that, like you don't actually think that. You know, you do not actually think that. You are saying that because it's what you're supposed to say, and it's the PR answer with no feeling. Ugh. And yeah, it's like, you know, it's one of those things, like, we're Bethesda. We're the company that brought back Fallout. You know what I mean? We made Fallout what it is today. It's that sort of feeling. Again, this is me just putting words in their mouth. But it's hard to not sort of have that sort of feeling exude off of Bethesda with how they treat these, like, you know, this stuff. Oh, look, a box zombie again. Okay, that might need to change for the shotgun. The show solidified for me, and there's no way it's incompetence. You know, I feel like it's incompetence on the part of the showrunners and maliciousness on the part of Bethesda, saying like, yeah, the show is good. This is actually honest to how Fallout is like. Wouldn't surprise me if the only reason New Vegas hasn't been delisted from all platforms out of spite is because the fan would lash Bethesda to the cross like some sort of NCR degenerate. Yeah. It's you know, I feel like, I don't know. It must really like chap. I feel like it would. I would feel like it would chap their asses that like they make Fallout 3, and then like a year and a half, 2 years later, another company makes another Fallout game in a year. Like, you know, it takes them what, 18 months was it? And you know, it's such a better game in almost every way. Can we buy the body armor? Fuck it, why not? Body armor, and it's literally like some shoulder pads. It's shoulder pads and elbow pads. What the body armor? Yeah, I guess it's body armor if you count it as armor you wear on your body, but how much crossover is there between the showrunners and Bethesda? I don't 100% know. I know that, like, I think Todd is a producer. Todd's all over, like, the fucking interviews for the show. So, like, there's probably, like, you know, will protect falling off a bike at low speeds, yeah. Where the fuck is this going? I don't know why people say Fallout show isn't Fallout. It's a mindless, combat-focused, badly written power fantasy with no consequences or stakes. Sounds like Bethesda Fallout to me, yeah, well... Well, again, people... you get loads of shit like, I don't know, people going like, you know, people criticize the tone of the Fallout show and go like, the show is too fucking, like, stupid silly. And people go, oh, Fallout had comedy in it. And it's like, yeah, but Fallout wasn't like a gonzo comedy. It wasn't like a fucking ridiculous mess. You know, there were comedic moments, there were moments of levity, but it wasn't like a joke. It was deathly serious. Again, when you ask, it's like, have you played Fallout 1? Like, I'm gonna fucking, what's it called, you? I'm gonna gatekeep you. I'm gonna fan you and go, Did you play any of the older Fallouts? Like, Fallout 1 is, like, deathly serious. You know, Fallout 2 has a lot of references that I know people are, that I get, they're fucking annoying a lot of times. But even Fallout 2 is still pretty fucking serious. Fallout 3 wasn't as bad as a first outing. See, like, I even say as much in my video. I talk about Fallout 3 in my Fallout 4 video, just a smidge, like a teeny smidge. I say Fallout 3 was a bit of a mess in some ways, and I say it was a stumbling start. It does like an okay job translating the visuals of Fallout 1 into a 3D environment. Like, there's a lot of care in, like, some of the buildings, the way the vaults look, certain guns and stuff like that, translating that into 3D. Even some of like the old armors too. But then like the story is fucking weird, and there's like very the quests are fucking terrible. But and I say, like, Fallout, they could have learned. They could have done better in Fallout 4, and they could have made up for the mistakes they made. You know, Fallout's comedy was a juxtaposition of the Hellish Wasteland. Yes, it was there to give it context and meaning. It wasn't a clown show. Yeah, I would say that for the most part, outside of like a few awful quests, I think the tone is okay in Fallout 3. And Fallout 3 does suck, especially if you play. I just got off of finishing a Tale of Two Wastelands playthrough, playing Fallout 3 and 4 3 and New Vegas back to back. And when you play them back to back, holy shit, it's like whiplash. And man, I don't like, God, Fallout 3 is extraordinarily boring, I think, is a big issue with the game. And part of it is the quest design just being atrocious, where like the quests are like so blah. Oh, little Spids, they're back. Is the spider gonna come back? We're gonna fight the big spider again? Fallout 4 was absolutely a product. I would agree with that. I think Fallout 4. Oh no, the spider's right there. It's dead. I think Fallout 4 was like, just I don't know. I don't know. What is Emil's obsession with a parent looking for their child, or vice versa? What was so interesting about that story that he wanted to do it twice? I don't understand. Technically 3 times, depending on how much influence he had on the show. Yeah, that is actually an interesting point as well. If he had any influence in the story of the show, then yeah, he did it again. It's literally Fallout 3 again. Please stop moving. Emil's trying to tell us something deep, like family separation is bad. I don't know. Emil, did you not have a good childhood? Oh, for fuck's sake. That was cheap. Deeply unresolved daddy issues. You search for your father in Fallout 3. You find your son in Fallout 4 and his father, and he's the leader of this thing. I know a sleeping zombie. Good. It's surprising the divide in writing quality when Go Out and Find the Water Chip is more interesting than a story involving faction conflicts, betrayal, and big political moves and aspirations. Well, see, like, that's, like, the thing, is that I like, it's a simple, like, Fallout 1 is a simple plot at first that sort of unravels itself into, like, more stuff. And, like, the first, like, half of the game is, the first, like, half of the game, finding the water chip, is, like, you have your ultimate goal, find the water chip, and where, like, there's interesting wrinkles is all of the smaller stories you find along the way. So, you go to Shady Sands, and you help them with the rad scorpions, and then you save Tandy. And then you also, what's it called? You also go to Junktown, and you can deal with their whole fucking thing. And then you go to the hub, and there's a bunch of quests there, and their own little stories and involvements. And then you go to Necropolis, and it's like, oh, okay, so the water chip. And you have to decide how you're going to deal with Necropolis. You know, are you just going to take the water chip? Are you going to try to fix the thing for the ghouls? You know, etc., etc. And you start finding out that there's a bigger story, like a bigger thing going on with the mutants and everything like that, and the Unity. And, you know, you then eventually get your thing where you're like, okay, we're going to go, you have to deal with these fucking mutants, because these mutants are, like, a threat. You know, and then you learn that the mutants are going to be a threat to your vault because they want to find pure humans. And it's like, wow, that's a really good way you integrated, like, the simple story of, like, you know, find your chip for your vault. Fallout 1 is, like, a very short game, but it's so fucking well, like, it's so tightly made. I fucking missed. By, like, a fraction. Like a hair's breadth, I fucking missed. Of course. Fallout 1 has a simple plot, a simple through line that it naturally expands. Fallout 3 has a complex, overbloated plot that eventually degenerates down to one plot point about the water purifier. There's so much wrong with Fallout 3. Fallout 3's main story is just, like, the water purifier, it's like, was there for, like, fucking 20 years, and Bethesda has an issue with time. Bethesda has an issue with how long they, like, make the different things. Like, oh, no one touched this for 20 years? Okay. Sure. Lack of talent is how static the world is. Natural progression with new currencies and factions and problems. Fallout 3, we had caps, mutants, and but well, they just that kind of comes back to the iconography thing. Bethesda just wanted the iconography. Like, oh, what people know Fallout. People know, what is this? No scope attached to a rifle in game power. Okay. Oh, they just wanted you know, like, oh, what are we supposed to do? We need to have fucking super mutants. We need to have the Brotherhood of Steel. We need to have all these things that people know from Fallout. And that's, like, as far as the thought process went. You know? Well, you know, and so the staticness is a good thing that you bring up there, Sarge, because the stat. Okay, I'll talk about that before. Yeah, and then I'll go to that. Yes, nobody gives a shit about the water shortage. No one in the wasteland is dying of thirst. No one in the wasteland is, outside of two random homeless people, no one is dying of thirst. No town has, like, a drought. No one's dying of any sort of thing. Remember at the beginning of Fallout 2 when it shows that your village is dying and the animals are dying and children are, like, starving? None of that is happening in Fallout 3, despite there being a fucking water shortage, apparently, or, like, a drought for fucking 25 years or however fucking long it's been. It's so interesting talking about the static world, though. Because one of the things you see that a lot of people who defend the Fallout show, especially Fallout 2, a thing that they try to, or Fallout 2, at the Fallout second season, excuse me, is people will point out that, like, you really are just destroying the entire setting and setting it all back to zero. There's no progress. And they go, what are you, stupid? resetting it to the base like as it was is actually progress. And it makes you feel insane because you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? You've essentially reset this entire world to a state that is essentially like pre-Fallout 1. And that's progress? Everyone's living in fucking shacks and like digging in the dirt for like a can full of water, you know, and like eating rat burgers and shit. And like, this is your progress? Good God. And it's like, how do you buy that shit? That like, you think that that's progression? It's not. It's regression. Especially when you're playing 3 and every rando MC bumblefucking Megathum kept coming up to you saying thanks and giving you bottles. Yeah, they gave me bottles of soda and stim packs and food and water and shit. And it's like, where are you getting this stuff from? And that's the thing. It's like, they have a plant that is like making water in Megaton. And it's like, where is this coming from? Like, what do you mean? Like, Rivet City has like a supposedly like a desalination facility of some kind. Ugh. Yes, the fall of the Roman Empire was progression. And you know what? Like, the thing is that the thing is that like you could make destruction progression if it was more thought out than just every faction is dead. NCR, they've been nuked, they're gone. Caesar's Legion, they're fighting over a fucking corpse for 20 years and they're just like 2 camps. New Vegas destroyed. And it's like, oh, what the fuck? You just destroyed you did the equivalent of wiping, Father Elijah won. Father Elijah won. Wipe the slate clean. The world will become, the Mojave will become quiet, as it was meant to be, undisturbed by man. I'll bring the cloud, the holograms. Kill them all until only I stand atop the Helios 1 tower. I'll scour Hoover Dam, rain its walls with spears from the sun. Kill them all until it's only me, alone, in a world that's nothing like what happened at Helios 1. I put that in my Dead Money video, so I had to listen to that like 30 times. It's the same argument people use to justify Disney. Yeah, Disney destroying the Republic because they have to have the status quo again because it's easier than having. That's the thing, is that that comes back around to what we were talking about, competence. Is that it's easier for a poor writer to reset to the status quo as it was at like the beginning of a series and just essentially go through the motions again than it is for them to have to actually sit down and go, okay, how do we make this world that is at this point, how do we progress it further? That's more challenging. And so I think that's the reason why shitty writers just reset to the status quo, is because it's easier to then just be able to go, let's do Fallout 1 again, let's do A New Hope again, let's do whatever again. I'd say that is the other side to it. Yeah, it's not even just an incompetence problem. It is. I think it is also people like what's familiar. You know, whether it's just because it's the same thing they've seen, whether it's member berries, whether it's whatever. Ooh, excuse me, I'm drinking bubbly water. When Valve made a unique game after Portal, the playtesters were all like, "Where's the Portal?" So they made Portal 2. Please don't tell me that's real. I've never heard that before. Oh God, don't tell me that's real. Oh no. The curse of knowledge. Oh fuck. Oh. Oh, I need a drink. I'm gonna take a little Wawa. Yeah, the corporate element is also a part of it. Having the sort of thing of like a safe investment versus a risky investment, where it's like what's familiar is safe, what's new and different is a risky investment. So do what's safe. So you get something that seems very familiar, or you get something that's very familiar, very similar because it's safer. It's literally real. Look up the F-Stop project, which eventually became Portal 2, and the main mechanic was abandoned. Man, that sucks. So that's the zombie gonna pop out box. Because fucking of course. A slot for a crank. Or not, maybe not. Can I shoot these boxes, I wonder? The gels in Portal 2 are a leftover remnant from F-Stop, which why they feel shoehorned into the Portal 2 campaign. Huh. I love knowing things. That's so weird. I always did feel like the gels were like, oh, by the way, the gels. This fucker has a gun. So there's gonna be like a big zombo. They do have guns. Oh, fuck me. I was wondering why the body armor was specifically mentioned to protect from gunfire. Oh, hey. Oh, did you drop a gun? Oh no, just machine gun ammo. I thought he dropped like a fucking MP7 for me. Sad thing is, despite all the profit they can make from a safe option, they won't do the risky thing from said profit to see if it sticks. Well, again, it's just a case of like, yeah, that makes sense. I will say I might change that swap from first person to third, because that's actually kind of annoying. Red dot perspective off. It works okay with the pistol, but for the shotgun, it's actually very disorienting. Like that's so much nice, and like, what it does is with the dot, you don't have to wait for the aim to zoom in. You can just kind of like the red dots and the other ones, or the not the red dots, the laser sights. Custom campaigns have made really good uses of the gels because they integrate them properly from the start. In Portal 2 main campaign, they're barely utilized, which is a shame because they're fun. Yeah, they are fun. I like the gels. They add like a whole fucking second layer to the thinking with portals kind of thing. It's actually kind of a shame that they're just like, it's kind of that they're like a afterthought kind of thing. What the fuck is this?
They brought in
Oh, it's like a miss. It's like a, oh, it's a fucking, it's like a mortar. Is that genuine Unreal Engine modern rendering blur, or am I just, oh god, it's a zombine. It literally was a zombine. Is that I'm seeing bitrate? What you're seeing is the finest fake frames because you have to run this with DLSS. You're seeing you're seeing frame generation and AI upscaling because optimization is a lost art. We don't know how to do that anymore. Because this is their fucking weird RE engine that they use for these. I just healed myself by accident. Whoops. Fuck. I did it again. Oh my god. Did I do it again? I keep hitting Q. Optimization has been banned by the Mages Guild. There was like in the basement, there was a crank. Let's get this first, I guess.
One of the parts should be just up here.
This flashlight is so pathetic, I sometimes don't even know if it's on. Is this the way out? What is this down here for? Because we gotta go to the roof. The roof. Probably a little overkill. Grenades. Oh, fuck me. Companies need to make more B games instead of banking it all on AAA slop. See, the thing is that this game made a lot of money already. This game sold a shit ton of copies, and so why would they change? Start to heal as the weekend need to fail. See, the thing is that like for all the ones that failed, there are still ones that do well. Not everything can be a high guard. Rep and Prepperon's high guard. We hardly knew you. Excuse me? Am I being shelled by the zombies? I am. What? How long will Marathon last? 3 months? I've seen some people say 3 or 6, something like that. I don't think it will fall apart as fast as Highguard or Concord because it's doing like strong-ish already. But I do think that I don't know. I don't think it might not flop like it might be like a slow, long, painful death. Oh my god, oh, I just realized this is fucking this is the scene from this is them harkening back to the Resident Evil 4 part with the catapults. Right? Like that's what this is. Remember Arc Raiders? No, because I didn't play it. Is Arc Raiders still popular, or is it kind of fizzled a bit? Jesus. Now these zombies are just gray people at this point. The zombies in this series can do whatever they need them to do. Oh, there he is. Hello. There's gonna be another one. Zombie D-Day. Oh, fuck. And these ones have guns. Jesus. Don't get shelled. Another one got on this one? Asshole. Resident Evil 15 will have zombies trading stocks and writing tax legislation and building reactors and dams. Well, I'm assuming you've not played much of this series. Don't think about the ones that could ride motorcycles in 5. You fucker. Holy shit, that hurt, because he just shot me with a gun. Great. Fucking combine zombie. Eat shit. I have so much submachine gun ammo and I don't touch it because I don't like the sub guns. I should just sell the Uzi. I only kept the Uzi because it's a fucking Uzi. It's like an old school Uzi. May have to use it at this rate? Yeah. Or I could just not. Okay, the music has stopped. That means we're safe. Oh, so you can actually use it, which is kind of neat. Cute. Repair kit, right? Yeah, I found that already. Broken. Combined with the repair kit. The industry is now at a state where excitement for hearing about a sequel to a beloved game has gone from excitement to dread. Well, see, the thing is that, like... Yeah, for a lot of people it has, but for some people they're still like, yo, this is gonna be great. look at like the craziness for they're making a sequel. Well, look at there's still people who out there. It's actually relevant for Resident Evil who are like, oh, remakes, make more remakes, make remakes of every game, Every game needs a remake. Yo, you know what'd be great? A remake of Resident Evil 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 again. Or, oh, a remake of, you know, we need to remake Fallout New Vegas. There needs to be, or, you know, whatever. And it's like, fuck me. Fallout New Vegas 2. Anyone who actually unironically is like Fallout New Vegas 2, you need to learn to let go. Finding it isn't the hard part, it's letting go. And now I can use the thing. I get it. We need remakes as console-coded, anti-consumer speak, old games that still run as long as your hardware isn't locked down nightmare. Then that, yeah, I think at most games need like ports. Like I think if a game, like for example, I don't know, just off the top of my head, something like I don't know, Bloodborne. You know, like those kind of games could use a port. Fucking really? Tower Defense Resident Evil. Oh, okay, you can't see it because I'm blocking the ammo counter. But, oh, Jesus Christ, it's going to turn into a Crimson Head. This gun actually, because this is a submachine gun that fires from an open bolt, you don't get the +1. That's actually really clever. The guns that actually fire from a closed bolt and make sense to have a +1, they get a +1. This one doesn't, though, because it fires from an open bolt. That's really cute. Good job, devs. Why do you get this shit right sometimes for no reason? I'm not against remakes either. There's a period in the 80s where they were remaking movies in the 50s. From the 50s, and the remakes were usually much better, but the game industry isn't mature enough for that. Instead, we get more cookie-cutter thrown together hack jobs with no artistic integrity that basically port the old game one-to-one with a new engine and somehow look worse. You know, I would say that, yeah, I'm not against a remake in principle. I think remakes can work. Something like, for example, like the System Shock remake. The System Shock remake is interesting because it's like, it's a whole, like, from the ground up remake of System Shock, and it's not trying to replace System Shock 1. Like, it's very clearly, like, its own thing. And that's something that I think is a bit more acceptable. Like I say, something like a port would be cool. Like, again, I think a lot of games might just need, like, a new port. It's, oh, it's stuck on the fucking, you know, this console or something. It's like, just have fucking, just have some fucking, just spruce up the visuals, like, not spruce, allow it to run at modern resolution, modern frame rates, and call it, like, done. A reimagining, yes. So yeah, I don't know. I think that would be better. That would be better for everyone involved. Can't jump down. Oh, man. Ugh. I'm Leon. I'm old. Man, this entire section has been kind of fine. Oh wait, did I miss? I can't. Can I get up on the roof of the gas station? Did I miss that? Look, there's a storage. There's a crate up there.
Sherry. Got the signal receiver.
Okay, one component left. By the way, I found some evidence of the Pentagon putting pressure on the BSAA. It appears the North American branch has been moving independently.
Heard they had an internal dispute. Think it's related?
That's all I've got.
Yeah, I'm getting that right now.
Increase in government surveillance.
I don't want companies to do ports either because open source community ports are miles better anyway. I wish they would just release source codes or something and let the fans do it. Well, see, the thing is that that's never going to happen. So. Oh yeah, there's a woman on the radio. Yeah, it's so weird. Like Sherry is there, and she's like nothing. Like why is Sherry not more of a thing? Why even bring this character back if she's just gonna like occasionally be on the radio? She's been in like one cutscene, 2 cutscenes. Oh, I didn't even realize there were stairs up here. Well, Batman was a very popular game now. Games named the article. Well, I think it's just a reference to what's it called? It's a reference to Resident Evil 4. In Resident Evil 4, Leon had a person on the radio that they talked to. We're doing Leon again, so have him talk to a person on the radio. Who should it be? Oh, let's get another character from the older games. It's going to be Sherry. You know, whoa. She's Sherry was in 2 and in 6. Sherry was in the first game that she was in the same game that Leon was in. Oh. Used to be very common for big companies, id volition, to release source codes for games after 5 years. What the fuck changed? No idea. No clue. I can't even hazard a guess. Guess we'll get the body armor. More damage or ammo, even. So we also, there was in this basement, there's a thing, and then there's also stuff in the fucking thing I missed. Did Speed Tree secretly destroy the entire industry? I bet a lot of releasing the source code stuff is like, and this is just a fucking, just like random thoughts. It's probably related to, look, there's a little dude down there. It's probably related to not wanting to, like, you know, oh, there's code that's like rights and middleware and shit. Yeah, you know, you don't want to release a source code because we don't own all the code or we don't own all the middleware that's involved with the game, so we can't just like give out this stuff. There could be some sort of legal ramifications for doing so. What's behind door number this? Where does this lead? Where the fuck am I now? shed. Less about blokes in a shed poking something fun. Red corporate tape nightmare. Sir, stop. In the name of whatever the fuck agency Leon belongs to, stop. Thank you. Big supply box. Woo. A little underwhelming. Why are you committing police brutality to the innocent, law-abiding zombies? Listen, zombies, I'm sorry, you have no rights. You lost that rights. You lost your rights when your heart stopped. I guess, okay, we could go, there's the roof, right? There's the other roof with a gas generator. Again, this area does feel slightly unfinished. Like, it feels like it could have done another pass. It's not terrible, but it does feel kind of just me going around. I don't know. It's again a je ne sais quoi of like, eh. VTuber does canon for anti-zombie bigotry. Fuck those zombies. Fuck them. Don't trust them. What is the point of upgrading this gun that you barely get any ammo for? New game plus with infinite ammo? Well, at that point, just keep pulling the trigger, you know? Wait, where was it? Down. Okay. I like how he just kind of falls down these holes. He's ugh. This game as good as the masterpiece that is Fallout 4. The plot makes about as much sense. Is that really all I came here for? Was 30 machine gun rounds and a grenade? You spoil me. Oh, where the fuck does this go now? A zip line to where? Okay.
All right, I can use that.
Now where the fuck am I? Oh, I need to find this. I'm actually supposed to go here. I forgot I'm missing another part for this bomb. Oh, okay. Oh, I should have gone back to the fucking warehouse then. Because like, oh shit, whatever. I wanted to check because I missed some loot back in that warehouse. These bullets have been... These bullets were sitting out in an open, or in the open, on a desk for... fucking, what, 20 years? Maybe? Oh, maybe they were brought by the other guys, because there is the zip line here. Okay, fine. Is it better than 5? 5 was really stupid to the point of being hilarious. 5 was fun. Was it sense? Did it make any sense? No. You shoot zombies on motorcycles. And then you shoot. And then you punch a boulder. Everyone knows the boulder punching. Gunpowder gets better with age in a thermobaric explosion. Speaking of 4, is it just me, or do the dead, lifeless zombies in that game feel a lot more human and lifelike than the settlers in Quest? Do the resembles in this game feel a lot more lifelike than the settlers and zombies? And I know what you're trying to say. I'm just tired. Sheva, 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 Sheva. Rare 6 hours. Has it been that long? Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Well, we get talking about stuff and Resident Evil makes no sense. It's not a Resident Evil game. Sweetie, have you played Resident Evil 4? I took 3 damage. Stop running at me with healing items. Playing with the AI in that game sucked. That was the age of co-op. That was like very much a trend where it's like, oh, let's put co-op in our games. Let's have a 2-player co-op thing where you have to open the door with your friend to progress. They loved that shit. Is this actually like a balance thing, or is this just like, I don't think it is. AI companions everywhere. God of War, Halo, RE5, 6, Army of 2. See, like, the thing is, at least with Halo, it was like you could play those games completely single player. Like Halo 3. Gears of War 2 was completely playable single player. But, like, Resident Evil 5, it's like, yeah, you could play that single player, but, like, you could play, like, Resident Evil 5 single player, but it was a miserable experience because the AI companions sucked. And they were, like, required for a lot of stuff. Like, it was very much built around that second player being just as important. And, yeah, same with 6. Take co-op obsession over the modern live service thing. What? But the live service games are doing so well. Like, just look at Highguard. I know this is the second time we've mentioned Highguard. Highguard was so good that it lasted for, like, less than a month. That's good. They spent $8 billion on this fucking game.
Damn it.
A Chinese fucking company invested hundreds of billions of dollars, not that much, but like invested a shit ton of money, and then as soon as it like flopped, they pulled it out, and then the company had to they fired 90% of their staff. There was less than 20 people left, and then like a day later they announced that it's shutting down in like a week. Concord was like, there will never be anything as bad as Concord in terms of failure. Because, like, not only did it cost $80 billion to make, like, it cost hundreds of, like, so much fucking money. Not only that, but it also collapsed in, like, record time. I don't think I think Marathon is going. Oh, look at that teaching me. Ooh. Marathon is, I don't think gonna. I think Marathon either lasts 5 to 6. Oh. I'm so disappointed, game. I just want to point out that the game visually told me what the glass is. The game, Leon falls onto the glass and it breaks, or like it spider webs, but it doesn't break. But then the glass next to it that was broken already or damaged already breaks away. Boom, I got it. I got it. The glass breaks, you fall and die. You just showed me diegetically, game, what the mechanic is. Why are you showing me this? Man, like, come on. I do like how it's become like Concord. We call games that are live service games that are going to flop a Concord. 200 million the game and 200 million for Sony to buy the studio. The game lasted 14 days, not counted the time the beta was live. There'll never be a game as bad as Concord in terms of failure. If anything, I've learned about the game industry, it will always get worse. God, I hope not. I fucking hope that Concord is such a like a catastrophe in terms, again, money spent and like time, that like I hope. Oh fuck, that was a mistake. I didn't see the other guy in the corner. Oopsie doopsies. Ah. Getting to the point of the night where it's too late for me to play more. At least Concord a second time. We were all busy the weekend it was made playable. Well, I know that he's like a meme. I've never really watched him because he always seemed like just like a fucking, like, I don't know, an embarrassing joke. Darkside Phil's playthrough of this has gone viral because of, maybe not viral, but like people have been watching his playthrough because of how fucking embarrassing he is at the game. And really? That reach? Okay, sure. Whatever. Fucking Jesus. Fuck off. Yeah, I'm gonna reload the save. And fucking fuck this entire area up. Oh. DSP is a national treasure. I guess that's one way to put it. Really? Nez is a detractor? I don't know what that means. Will it show the pop-up again? Yes, it will. And I want to destroy all the glass because I want to see if there's any loot over there. Have you seen DSP's Sekiro thing? No, I've not seen like anything about it. It's just that Twitter's been feeding me footage of his fucking playthrough of this game, and so I've been seeing that, and that's like this is the only thing I've seen of him is him playing this, and it's pretty bad. Guess this isn't that bad. I wonder what happens if I, like... What happens if I shoot out all the glass? Well, I guess there's all the glass disappears. I'm not going to waste all my ammo. But that's kind of... Oh, fuck. Shit. Careful. Anyways, Tractor is what he calls anyone who's not his pay pig. Oh, how embarrassing. Oh, this fucking angle you're on here is kind of awkward. Oh! Oh! Ooh, funny. added this. Why am I poison? Why am I toxic? Soundbite to GMDX in shenanigans mode. I love DSP. Such a special content creator. The internet wouldn't be the same without him. Did you fall in the glass again? Yeah. I haven't really watched. I don't know. I don't know. I'm like watching some of his clips. I'm of the opinion that like I've heard so much about him over the years, but I've never watched him. And just from the bit I've seen about him playing this game, part of me feels like it's partial. Part of it seems to be him actually being bad and really dumb at things, but then also I think he's playing it up. I think he's rage baiting some of it. I think he's rage baiting some of like the particularly bad plays, because I think he knows that it's like, yeah, that's gonna get people to watch him when it's like, oh, did you see this? Did you see what DSP did now? You know, like it's gonna draw, maybe not watch him, but it will draw eyes. You know what I mean? He charges $1,500 for him to try fast food. Uh-huh.
Okay, let's find those devils.
I don't know how to respond to that other than like, okay, fuck, man, Jesus, that's desperate. If you don't watch any DSP Detractor videos, at least watch Sekiro by the Outsider. One of the best videos of the internet. Having a second stream while you work on something. He's genuinely bad. It's not played up. His rage is very real and childish. See, now that makes me, I don't know, not upset or disappointed, but it's like, fuck, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. If it's real, it's hard for me to believe. I think that's the way I would say it. It's hard for me to believe that it's actually real. Like, or maybe 100% real. I think I should specify. Like, I could buy someone being shit, like, yeah, okay, and being, like, exceptionally shit. But, like, it being, like, 100% real, I don't know. I find that hard to, like, that's, oh. Did you look up DSP? Did you not know who he was? I was aware of him just because he's been around for a fucking age, and so I had heard of him. Do the, what is this rate of fire for this? We want maybe the hatchet. Do the This is maxed out. No, the magazine on this thing isn't. Whatever. Fuck, sure. Pop that. And this thing's maxed, and then mag on that, I guess. The fact that he can be successful as a streamer and yet have so many others struggling is a real sign of the state of the games industry and gaming as fandom in general. It's rage-inducing. Well, I don't think if what you're saying is true, that he is genuinely that bad and that it's not him playing it up, I think, you know, I don't think it's that much of a sad state. You want to know why? Is because clowns have always been a thing. You know what I mean? Like, you know, there's always, like, everyone's always flocked, or maybe not flocked, but, like, there's always been a space for people someone laugh at. You know what I mean? And I think that's what he is then. If that's actually what he's like, then yeah, he is the modern clown. Or a form of the modern clown. No, all I've heard of you is talking about him, and I want to drink more to forget. Look him up. You know, he's like, you can see, like, you know, it's bad. Like, him being unable to, like, realize that at one point, like, it literally shows on screen that you're supposed to shoot the monster, and him just not getting it. Like, just not doing it, and it's like, oh, Jesus. You say people like watching car crashes, and DSP is the car crash of the internet? Yeah, I said clowns, but I guess you could say car crashes. Yeah, I guess that's one way to put it. He's the... Sorry, I'm getting confused of where... Okay. I'm sure. Going This game is not that open. It's pretty linear, so. He's the Emil of streaming. Is Emil that bad? I don't know. Emil's our friend. We are a pro Emil channel here. We want Emil to succeed. And by that I mean he should find another industry to succeed in. I wonder if these loot boxes are random. Makes bank like 6 figures a year. Good for him. Like, that's I don't know. I don't know, like, good for him, I guess, in terms of like making money, but like, I don't know, do you want to, I guess something maybe about pride could be said here. Maybe about having pride in yourself and your work. If he was just bad at games, it wouldn't have the same effect. It's the fact that he immediately follows up blaming the game, calling the developers idiots, pure delusion. Oh, I gotta drop the. I gotta. Okay, I get it. Gotta hit the beach of the cranes to drop the bridge. This is such a good rifle. Holy shit, I love this thing compared to the other one. Oh, it's just, it looks nice. They do so good with the guns in this game. Oh, it's so good. As a pedantic gun gun nerd, they do good gun. The good. Makes it, he used to, yeah, wasted it on a WWE gotcha. Oh my god. Still can't afford to play his taxes. Guns give you that neuron activation. I'm a fan of firearms. I think firearms are neat. I like them. I think they're interesting. And I like when games have good guns, whether they be real guns or fake guns that they've made up. And when doing real guns, I like them trying to treat them accurately in terms of operation. Like this game with, like, the characters do tactical reloads, they recover their magazines if the magazine isn't empty. They actually have to do like a, you know, an alternative reload, whether it's an empty gun or if they're just doing a tactical reload. They pull the slide, they pull the charging handle. The game does +1s and stuff like that, which is really interesting because a lot of games don't do that. Like, so if I reloaded this gun right now, if I had ammo for it, I would have 20 +1, which is kind of neat, you know. I think if I reload the pistol, I can do it. No, never mind. I don't have any ammo. What ammo is this? Machine gun ammo, of course. And then stuff like the Uzi here is open bolt, and it doesn't have a +1, and you can see accurately down there in the bottom right or bottom left. It's open bolt, and you can see the round at the top of the magazine ready to be chambered as soon as you pull the trigger, and the bolt slides forward, takes the first round, chambers it, and then fires it. Just really good detail. And it's like, why is it, like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of games that aren't like survival horror-y, whatever you want to call this, that are like really focused in on the guns, they don't do this kind of accuracy. It's really good, and they get better. They get better over time. Like, there's been mistakes with some of the other games, the previous couple REs, where like guns don't function 100% how they should. But this one's pretty darn good. Even stuff on like Grace's little pistol she has, like even stuff like, okay, that was weird. Stuff like the hammer being back properly and things like that is really neat. Like, where it's like, they didn't have to do it like that. Or a lot of times they make mistakes with that. Devs don't know 100% how guns function or work, so... because it's not their fucking job to know how guns work, really. Oops. Whoops. Oh, Jesus Christ, they're coming out of the woodwork. Making a good, want a good tactical game? Yeah. I see it being cool in tactical shooter squad combat games, but I don't really care about it in this action game or sci-fi game or whatever, where the focus is on realism. Oh fuck! Something is grenade. Oh, okay. All right. Accidentally saved myself by falling off a ledge. Oh fuck! I wasn't even looking. Shit. It's the job of Americans to know how guns work. I'm not an American, yet I know how a number of guns work. It's not really hard to understand. Yeah, but a lot of games don't get it right. And I think, to me, it adds to, as a person who likes the gun stuff, it adds to the gameplay when the guns function real. Especially when they're using real guns. That's the thing. Is that, like, this is a real gun. These are all real guns. So, I like the fact that they're all real guns and that they're functioning as close to like realistic as they can be, or as they've done it. You know, like that's cool. You know, they're all, you got weird big Russian revolver with the 6 o'clock barrel and the fucking Maxim 9. The Maxim 9. Why is this a thing? Why did they who on the dev team was like, we should put a Maxim 9 in this thing? And it's like, I don't know. I guess they wanted a suppressed pistol, and they're like, I guess we can find a suppressed. You know, someone on the team was a fucking, someone liked guns. There was someone who liked haha funny guns. Probably, taking a little bit of damage. There's gonna be more, I know it. It's just that most of, yeah, I don't have, none of my viewers are in my time zone. Oh, why did I do that? That was a bad thing. I shouldn't have done that. Oops. We are running out of ammo desperately. Back to the Uzi. How long is this game? Yeah, it has. It's been going on for a while. I've seen some stuff like 10 to 14 hours-ish, something like that, depending, I guess. Depends on how many times you die, how many times you, or I guess how thorough you are with stuff. I will point out, let's see. Okay. You want to hear a pedant gun thing? So listen and you can hear the click on an empty chamber. I can keep clicking and it will still click, which shouldn't happen. Because you can see the gun, this is a shotgun, the semi-auto shotgun has locked open on empty. You can see the chamber is open and it's empty. I should, if this was accurate, this is them actually not doing accuracy enough. I should pull the trigger, the bolt should slide forward, and that's it. It shouldn't click anymore because the bolt has slid forward. That's actually, there you go. There's a little thing they didn't do 100% accurate. Remember 2000s when every game had a pan core? XM 101, experimental rifles, and all that stuff. I want every... You want a game to have, like, it's like an alternative future where they took all of the experimental guns actually became, like, in use. They became service weapons. I didn't mean to do that. To be fair, I looked this part up before. It's player feedback thing. Click means bad. I know, but like, You've already gone so far. Just fucking... You would think that, like, no bullets coming out would be enough to alert someone. Even though I'm guilty of not noticing that a couple times already. It's like, well, it should be player beware, you know? Player beware, you're in for a scare. Do you want the FN 2000 with the underbarrel grenade launcher? It's a cool looking gun. Eternal struggle, feedback into info system, and feedback info meets realism, line is draw. You think the bullets coming out should be enough to game that tell you? Yeah. Yeah. That it did have to tell me that. By the way, glass is fragile and can break. Oh, that's actually really funny. It did have to say that. Yeah, you're right. Fuck me. Now, I know you were probably a sentient human being who has lived on this earth for a while, but by the way, glass is fragile. Where's that? There's a pack of 10mm or 9mm rounds around here, and I really want it. I just healed myself. Fuck. I keep hitting Q by accident. Q is the quick heal button. It should be like right here. This map doesn't show the layers of this area very well. So it's up here or maybe around the corner. No, it's gotta be up top then. Yeah, it's gotta be up somewhere. Look, DSP footage was used by developers of God of War for a present. I have remembered. That's also the other little bit I've heard about DSP is that's funny. Is that that was something that was shown at like a game developers conference thing. Shit, the sun is coming up. Maybe you should go to sleep, like it's okay. There's another stream tomorrow. To be fair, gamers don't get out much and might not know what glass is since no windows in their parents' basement. Ooh. Modern game design is really condescending. Yes, it is. That is like a maybe did it actually like where is this? Oh my god! Look, it actually. Oh my god! Look, it fell down where I can't reach it because it was the one guy I knocked off the edge. Ah, fuck me. That sucks. Whee!
Now for the other side.
Now for the other side. I'm Leon Kennedy. Well, as long as you don't stay up too late. And he says, realizing it's 1:45. Why am I still playing this? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna ruin everything. When the game tells me the obvious, I feel insulted, but the average person sees... Yeah, I do agree. I do think, yeah, I feel insulted, but it does seem that there's a good amount of people who are like, oh, thank you, game, for telling me that. Or there's a good amount of people who seemingly, like, need that, because otherwise they would completely not notice, you know, whatever obvious thing. Might as well upgrade the Uzi. I like how Leon has all these, like, relatively modern guns and then the fucking Uzi. I know there's an Evo, a Scorpion Evo I can buy, but I don't want it. I like the Uzi better because it's a cooler gun. This is like an old school Uzi. This is like an OG Uzi. All right, that's it. I'm done. Whew. There's